the topic for today's discussion is education necessary for politicians? As we know, our Honorable Prime Minister Modi is also a matter of debate that he's educated or not. Even many people consider him uneducated, but that is a matter of opinion also, and of course, facts and figures. So let us start with today's debate. So yes, Deepika ma'am, what is your opinion about the topic?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Deepika, and today's topic is should a politician be educated or not? So first, we should understand why politician is important for us. So politician plays a very important role for our country because they take the decisions for our country, they create the laws and the policies for our country, and they take the decisions in the healthcare department, in the education department, and they have the power to lead us country towards the progress. And in the crisis management like pandemic and the natural disasters, they play a vital role and they help the people and recover the impact. And third is international relationship. They represent our country on the international stage and maintaining our country, so we can understand that the politicians plays a very important role for our country. So if they are taking the decisions, obviously they should be educated. And why they should be educated? Because if they are educated, they take the right decisions for our country. Their decision making skills should be more good because they will work based on the data research, and they will go about the topic in the depth. And if the politician is uneducated, maybe he will face some problem, maybe he will take others advice or experts opinion. Next is policy development. Like in our country there are so many problems like unemployment, poverty, and the healthcare department, and we need some innovative skills and technological advancement. And if the politician is uneducated, then how will they understand about the technological complexities? Third is communication skill. If the politician is educated, then then they can understand about the topic very well, and they can articulate his topic in front of everyone. And maybe that person who is not educated, he will not go in that depth about the topic. And next is adaptability to the global challenges like climate change and technological disruptions. In all these things, we should be educated, because if we are not educated, then we can't understand these complex things. And one more thing, in our country, if we want to enter in every field, like if we want to grade D level job, still we have to clear the exam. And those people who are sitting, or they have the power to take the decisions, they are not giving any exam to clear that. And in our country, like UPSC exam, which is the toughest exam, and those people who crack this exam, still the politicians have the more power than those people. So politicians should be educated. Thank you.
Ma'am is always ready. है ना? She is always ready. जैसे ही sir says, है ना? He's always in the position to speak. As soon as I take her name, the mic and cameras automatically gets on and ma'am starts speaking directly.
Okay.
Usually we take time, like, है ना? Like this, but ma'am is always ready.
Yes, sir.
Quite great, quite great. It is good. Okay. What is the meaning of articulate?
जब हम अपनी किसी बात को किसी के सामने बता पाते हैं.
On the translation in Hindi, I want the actual.
When we describe about the topic in front of anyone in a very good manner.
Okay. Quite appropriate. Great.
Yes, sir.
So let us see what Aarti ma'am has to say about the topic.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aarti and I'm the student of American Institute of Bhopal. And today I'm here to discuss upon the topic, is education qualification is important for the politicians or not? So before begin with the topic, let us understand the meaning of politicians. The term politicians means a person who actively engaged in government or in government or politics. So and they are elected by they are elected by our population or officially, and their main role is to make decisions and create laws for the welfare of the society. So And politicians are very important for our country because because they make decisions that affect the society how to run. And I strongly favor the topic because I think yes, every politician should have education qualification in their as their background. Because if the politician is qualified, then the politician is easily understand the complex issues, and they can make better implemented policies for the welfare of the society, and give better solutions for the issues like economics, socials, and environmental changes. But what happened if the politicians is not fully qualified? So if politicians is not fully qualified, so the politicians may have problem in problem in knowledge of knowledge of complex knowledge of economic, social, and environmental challenges, and they may have problem in facing the handling the complex issues. And with the lack of these knowledge, they may have susceptible to manipulation or corruption. And I think this gives a lead to corruption. And uneducated politicians may have struggle in weak international relations because if the politician is uneducated, so that politicians might have problem in international relations, and which make problem for our country to create relation for to introduce our country in international or globally. And there are there are a lot of politicians who are highly qualified, like Dr. Manmohan Singh and B.R. Ambedkar, P. Chidambaram, and Arun Jaitley, and APJ Abdul Kalam. These are the politicians who give their tremendous their skillful life to our contribution to our country, and make our country and make effective decisions for our country. And their their qualified background make provoke their skills to take effective decisions. So I think yes, all the politicians should have qualified. Thank you.
Okay. The duration. Now we have to focus on duration also. We have practiced about our content, and our content has become quite good to speak, but now our duration is going wrong. So now we have to focus on duration. Like whatever you said, it shouldn't require more than 1 minute, if I'm not wrong with my instinct. So therefore, I would say try, if you're speaking for 3 minutes, so provide that much knowledge which they cannot even take. But if you're speaking for 3 minutes and then also you're speaking, you're just speaking a few points, you're explaining the points rather than giving your points. So it makes no sense at the end, because majority of the points should be self-explanatory. When you are saying that point, it should be understood by others themselves. You don't need to explain. And you don't need to give more than one example. One example or two examples at max is more than sufficient, because our focus is to keep it short. Because people forget what you were saying. They said, it is going wrong. But they start thinking of their own, what I have to prepare. They go on that. It is like that. Okay. So you have to waste others' person time. He should waste your time to listening to you, so that he doesn't get the time to think. Only then you can dominate.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Pakita, everything is perfect. Content, hand gesture, everything as usual. It is as perfect. So Pakita, there is no problem. Just the duration is coming now. Duration is good. Is creating problem. I think even on that day when I was doctors, one scene was there. Then also I think I had told that about AI, you spoke a lot, but you have to keep it short.
Yes, sir.
So
But sir,
it
I think today's my script is not so long. Is it still?
not so long, but still long.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, because like, I am saying long in what sense? I am not saying long you took 3 minutes. I am thinking whatever point you said, it shouldn't take 3 minutes. आपने जो point, whatever point you have said, it should not take more than 1 minute because you are explaining the points more than adding more. That is the thing I
Okay,
am trying to say. You don't need to explain a lot. Just explain in brief. And a brief, just summarize it. Don't put deep. Otherwise, people will, it will become a type of class or lecture for them. We have to excite people by adding what we say. Like in movie, you see, uh, movie doesn't focus on one character till the end. It shifts between character and character and character. Therefore, we love to watch movies. It's the same over here. If you focus on one till the end, people will not feel excited. But if you change it again and again and again and again, so they will be forced to think about that. So it would look good also, and it is good. It puts in good impression also.
okay, sir.
Yes, feedback is important because we are almost on the end of this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vakita, I have thought of a very good activity. Today I talked with sir once more. So I have one good thing. So from that we can improve. Matlab, it is in that what we are going to do. We are going to introduce the topics which require very much technical knowledge. Proper technical knowledge topics are there because usually no, it is for increasing your knowledge. I had told you that at the end of the course, your knowledge will be from here to here. So that is the reason I am adding that, so that your general knowledge would be at good level. Okay, so let us go forward with the class. Yes, Yogita ma'am, what do you think about the topic?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Today's topic is very useful for us because I am favor in if politicians are educated because educations can help politicians better understand the law and they improve ensuring they make fair decisions. An educated politician may be better at managing a country's budget and finance, making sure money and he know how to spend money wisely and on things like school, hospital, and roads. And educations can teach politicians how to think critical and solve problem in creative ways, which is important when dealing with big challenges like unemployment or climate changes. So if the educated politician is there, he should know how to take decision in right time. And education offer improve communication skills so politicians can explain their ideas clearly and convince other to support their plans. Because if politician is educated, he also support people how to get their ideas and how they plan and their ideas also. And educated politicians can less like to be easily or manipulating, helping them stay independent and make decisions that that are truly in the people's best interest. And education teaches politicians about history and making he will not do the mistake which was done in the past. So he will make sure that these mistakes should not be repeated. So I think education should be educated, and with education, politicians can better understand issues like public health and science, making it easier to create policies. Sorry, he know how to make policies that protect people's well-being, especially in crises like pandemic. So in short, for my opinion, education help politicians be more knowledgeable, capable, and prepared to serve the country best, efficiently. Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Quite good, quite good. The content is improving day by day. I can see. Okay, so
Thank you, sir.
Riti ma'am, what do you think about the topic, ma'am? Riti ma'am.
Today I'm a little bit nervous after 3 days. Good
Yes.
evening to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah, good evening to all of you. My name is Jiti, and I am the student of American Institute of Bhopal. Uh, first one, first of all, I go for both sides. So in positive way, in my opinion, compared to the present scenario, every politician should be minimum educated, because many ministers don't know about their portfolio, and they even don't know how to talk in a parliament session. And for example, a sports minister doesn't know about the sports, and them how to can encourage the youngers. So and first thing I forget what is the meaning I'm talking about. First, we need to about the politics. Politics means in Hindi is Rajniti. That means making policies in rule to rule. So in my opinion, education won't make any change to the politics. So politics are an integral part of our constitution. There are responsibility to represent local issues, concerns, and related to their areas to state or centrals. And also I just talking about a negative side. Negative side. In general, politician must have a awareness in ground level, reality, and socially educated. So that's all my point.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of socially educated?
Socially in a ground level, like if it is a politicians are born in a ground like a villager and don't have a more knowledge and don't and doesn't educated, and they have only skills like socially skills, they can speak well, and they are solve the problems easily for the persons. So it's a skills necessary beside the it's necessary to the knowledge only, not for any education degree or diploma type.
But this is not the answer to the question I asked you. So you are giving again your opinion.
So can you repeat what is the question?
Let's leave it for now. No problem, it happened. Okay. So now going to Archana ma'am. What do you think, ma'am, about the topic? Raman ma'am has left. Okay. Yes, Archana ma'am.
Okay, sir. Some audible.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Archana Mishra. I'm a student of American Institute Bhopal. And today I'm over here to discuss upon the topic, is education qualifications necessary for politicians. So before beginning with the topic, let us understand what is the meaning of politicians. So politicians are someone who is involved in politics, especially one who is member of parliament or a member of government. They are elected by people, so it's called politician. And yes, I strongly favor the topic. Education qualification is I think necessary for politicians, because no doubt they are a member of parliament and they are a member of government. So they making decisions about government. I mean, how a government should be run. So and they creating laws to run a country or a community. So education is must for them. And I think politicians' education. I think politicians' education is important because they make rules and laws that affect our daily life, and they help solve problem and prevent what people want in their communities. So from my point of view, politicians education is really important, and an educated politician makes better decision based on knowledge or research, and they understand issues deeply and problems, and create effectively policies. An uneducated politician uneducated politician might make up poor choices, like based on feeling or belief. So, education helps politicians create better law and problem solving effectively. And no doubt, in our country, to become a government servant, we require to crack exams. But politicians don't need to crack any exam because they are elected by people. And even we can see an ISPCS who stand behind the uneducated politicians. And I think that's the very shameful, and that's the reason that India is the only developing country. And in India, the rich are becoming richer and poor are becoming poorer. That's the reason. Thank you so much, sir.
Great, 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 great. Yes, Raman ma'am.
Hello, sir, I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, honorable advocate, and good evening to all of you present here. I'm Rajiv. I am a student of American Institute, Bhopal. Today, I want to speak on the topic. Is education qualification is necessary for the politicians. And the brief definition of politician is a person who is active in politics as a job, and most of the politicians are attached with particular parties for the welfare of the public, like country, city, district, and the rural and urban areas. And today I favor on that topic because, as we all know, that if we want to develop our country, education is must for every person, not only for the public. It is also necessary for the politician, because politician is a bridge who create the environments to mingling the public and the international person. And educated politicians can easily interact with the world widely, with the international public, and without any having any translator, because English is a word widely language, and if an educated person who knows about the English, he can easily interact with the public and the other social in the social not only social media, on the another countries' media. And educated politicians are can have knowledge about the history of politicians, because without any having the famous without having any famous city in the public, like most of the political parties are choosing persons who are much popular in the public, but they are having any knowledge about politics. So we are facing a lot of problems. Like like if I give an example of some politicians which are much popular in the India, but they have any knowledge about the politics, and they are not much educated, like Kangana Ranaut, Jaya Bachchan, and Simriti Irani. This type of ladies, this type of politicians are not much educated. So, and the educated person can handle, sorry, and educated politicians can handle the critical situations. He can handle the media literacy, and he can control the corruptions from the in his country. Like if I give example of Dr. Manmohan Singh, he is a very educated person, and he is a very educated economist. So in his time, our India is developing increasingly and continuously, but nowadays most of the politicians are uneducated, and they are very straightforward. Without having any knowledge, they give their own opinions. So from my point of view, if we want development our country, if we want to welfare of the public, we should need choose education for the politicians. They are should be much education. Should be much educated. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, you had said one point that educated politicians can communicate in English fluently. So people who don't know English, are they uneducated?
But most of the another countries, they also known as English. Not all, but most of the
My
politicians know
question is
about
that
English.
my question is, you told that educated politicians can speak English and therefore they can communicate with others easily, as English is a global language. So the politicians who don't know English, are they uneducated? Can't they study from Hindi medium and still be educated?
But in everywhere, English is compulsory. So they have knowledge about English. Not a proper communicator, but they have knowledge about some like basic English. So they can easily interact.
Which is not compulsory. Nowhere it is written it is compulsory. It is our insecurity that we feel ashamed to speak in Hindi, I guess. Okay. Okay. So moving on to the next story. Deepika ma'am is here to help. Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, Riti ma'am. Do you want to say something? You unmuted yourself. So I expect you want to say something about the
I
topic.
just thinking about the Deepika ma'am. It says practice more and more, I guess, in front of mirror.
I am
No,
giving you the opportunity.
Is even a one time. I only read the points and I speak in front of you. I don't practice it.
Your memory level is good. I forgot many points.
Okay, ma'am.
I speak more. Sorry, I read more, but I speak in front of camera. I forgot.
Okay. So with that, ma'am, I give you the opportunity to test yourself. Do you have something more to add to the topic, Riti ma'am?
Not now.
Rahul
Just
Gandhi
think.
versus Narendra Modi. Who do you support?
I guess Narendra Modi is an educated politician and Rahul Gandhi is an educated politician.
Okay.
So we can difference between them.
So who do you think? It will be quite personal. Okay. So
No, I don't like politicians. No, but I just vote for Nota.
Okay. Okay, so let us conclude the topic and then let's move towards the second part. Okay, so first of all, does anybody want to add their opinion to the topic before going to the second part? Does anybody want to say anything about the topic? Does anybody want to say like ab ki baar Modi Sarkar and all 400 par, 200 par, 100 par, whatever? Does anybody has anything to say? Okay. So let us move on towards the second part. So in this, we are going to discuss about a lot more technical topics. मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा extreme technical topics. Okay. So for first day, what topic should I choose? First day. Okay, topic so I think I cannot give like this because. Okay, let's do something else, Abhito. Wait, I need to think about a very, very good topic then. Everyone is from PCM background over here. Everyone is from PCM background.
Sir.
No, sir. I'm not.
I'm PCM background.
Everyone.
PCM.
Okay. Only Aarti ma'am is.
No, sir.
Sir, I also from the PCM background.
Okay. So I have to think a lot, matlab, I have to think a lot. Okay. Commerce hota, I would have ended with price and all, but okay.